In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a graph using Google Sheets. So when you open Google Sheets, you get a blank spreadsheet. Looks something similar to this. And we're going to start by entering our data. So I'm going to begin by typing my independent variable. Obviously, you would substitute this with what you were actually entering. And I'm going to follow that by my dependent variable. If you double click on the line between the columns, it will automatically adjust the width to fit the contents. Okay, so my dependent variable, I'm just going to enter some data. All right, and for my dependent variable, I'm going to also do the same. I'm going to go ahead and enter my data. All right. Once you have your data entered, you're going to highlight all of your data and then go up to the Insert menu. If you click on that, you're going to go down to Chart. I think by default, it brings up a column chart. I'm going to go ahead to the right side of the screen here. Under Setup and Chart Type, I'm going to change this to a Scatterplot. Just like that. Okay, so my data is displayed. Now, if you want to, you can double-click on any of the text, and it will allow you to change the text within it. So if I wanted to change my title, I could highlight my title and change it to something like that. With your title highlighted, you can come down here and you can change the alignment. You can make it bold. You can pick a fancy font. And you can do this with any of the titles. So I could come down here to the independent variable, change the title, tweak it, whatever I needed to do. And the same thing for the dependent variable. Okay, now, one of the things that we need to do is insert a trend line. So if I click on my graph, I want to go to Customize and then Series. And then I'm going to scroll down to this checkbox for trend line. If I click on the trend line, it will insert the trend line for me. You can change the line color if it's a little confusing. You could change it to something else. You could also make it a dashed line. You can change the thickness. Okay. Now, this is important. When we go down a little bit further, there is a menu that will allow you to change the label, and we want to use the equation. So here, it now inserts the equation for my trend line. And that pretty much wraps up how to make a graph. Those are the basic functions that you need to use for this lab.